All right, let's see what we got going on here. Well, all right, this is Sports for Real with Coach Hall. Um, Running a little late again, as always, early in the morning. So I can't be on live too long today, but got a few things I want to rap about. The buzz around the NFL is from this past weekend's games is that Trevor Lawrence, he got knocked out of the game by the Texans linebacker Al Jazeera or something like that. I can't remember his name. But the guy is accused of taking a dirty hit on Trevor Lawrence. Now, as I review the play, at the time that Lawrence slides, it's the same time that the guy is starting to be airborne. Now, it is a bang bang play, and by the time that Lawrence got close to the linebacker, he hit him up high. It didn't appear to be dirty to me, but it's just the timing of it all made it look to be a dirty play. But the guy has come out and apologized for it, and the Texans organization apologized for it. But D'Amico Ryans, he's telling everybody that even though people are reacting the way they are, especially the Jaguars, we're number one, we're going to stand behind our guy, and two, that there was no ill intent to what's taking place. Translation to me, we're playing football, and if you get hit, you just get hit. That's the way I took it. But I'm old school. I've taken a few more than questionable shots myself, but I didn't get up and complain about it and went back to the huddle and come back the next play because eventually, at some point during the game, you're going to get a chance to take a shot on the guy who got a shot on you. But the biggest thing out of all of that is if you're going to play football, you got the pads on. You got to know that you need to protect yourself because you can get hit. Now, in this kinder, gentler era of football where you can't touch the quarterback and you can't do this and you can't do that, it gives these guys the invincibility that everything is okay. And whatever I do offensively, it's all right because the defenses are going to get fined for it. You see guys like Patrick Mahomes, he's always running down the sideline, and there's the defender barreling in on him. And it would be wise if the quarterback just stepped out of bounds. But Mahomes is smart enough to know to use the rules to his advantage. So instead of stepping out of bounds, he'll look at the defender and get a feel for, can I get by this guy or not? Because he's going to slow down. And when he slows down, I'm going to run by him. And then when they get too close where I can't run by, I'm going to step out of bounds at the last second so I can draw a flag. Well, I say guys like Mahomes, who's going to run down the sideline and abuse the rules that way, I think early in the game, somebody should hit him to let him know we're not going to go for that today. And if you're going to keep doing these kind of things, we're going to hit you. You're going to flag me anyway, so why not hit the guy? But these quarterbacks got to know that, we understand that you get the advantage on all these calls, but we're going to let you know that we come here to play some football. So myself personally, I'm not advocating for unnecessary violence on the football field. But if you're playing the game and you got the pads on, you got to expect to get hit. I don't care what position you play. Now, I know a lot of people aren't going to like those comments, but I can't be concerned about that. But like I said, if you're playing the game, then you should expect to get hit. And I don't see anything wrong with a hit on the quarterback, especially if they go into a late slide. Was Lawrence sliding late? It's questionable. I think that because of his long frame, it took him a while to get into a slide. And because of that, it all depends on how you look at it. The linebacker had to know that the guy's going to slide. But when you also have guys like I said, like Mahomes, who goes into those positions where they step out of bounds or run by you or take advantage of the rules and make it look like the defender is wrong when you're dead wrong and you instigate the contact. So I think that that's just the way it should be. All right. So Chris Bernal said, "What's your goal in your live stream? No one's going to watch. Well, you watching? I'm not concerned about that. Uh, but I just think football is just soft. Now, if you take the real brutality of the sport, where you have a guy like Mike Singletary. Mike Singletary in the 80s, 2 years in a row, he got a big hit on the Cowboys quarterback, once in Chicago, and then the same kind of hit when they played again in Dallas the following year. Well, the quarterback was scrambling, kind of like what Trevor Lawrence was doing. Then all of a sudden, I don't know what that said. I'll get to that later. Okay. The quarterback was running, and the linebacker, Singletary, was stalking him. And when he went to slide, Singletary put a shoulder right into his chest. That was a dirty shot. But in 80s football, that was legal. So this is the kind of stuff that I grew up with. But to see that guys can now wrap up a quarterback and let him go and they allow the quarterback to continue when the defender is clearly trying to end the play non-violently and you let it continue, that's letting you know right there that there is no help for the defense. So you might as well hit these guys, man. And if you hit them, that will make a change in the game. At least if you're going to run across that middle, I think you should be able to get hit. That's just my opinion on the subject. But as far as football goes, you already see that they got the Pro Bowl is flag football now. And I think that's just the way that the sport is heading. They're going to keep on watering it down until it becomes flag football all the time. And another comment you might not like, I think the goal is to make it where you can have it, what's they say when you have the women on the team too? Co-ed NFL football. And it's going to be all flag. That's just the way I see it going. If they don't have the main league flag, they have a spinoff NFL football league where it becomes flag. That's the way the league is going. So I think they should draw a line in the sand. If you're going to play this game, you need to sign a waiver because we know you're going to get hit. And don't be on TV crying about late hits and all that because that's not the nature of the sport. We'll play basketball. Even basketball gets rough at times. Maybe you should play baseball or golf or something. But if you're going to play football, you got to expect to be hit. So that's just my take on the situation. What say you? I got a few comments here. Chris Bristol say, "What's my goal? My goal is just to talk about the hit on Trevor Lawrence. Don't have a whole lot of people on today, but that's okay. Don't have time to stay long anyway, but I just wanted to make a few comments about what's going on. First, for those of you that are listening, do you think that the Texas players should get fined? I don't know if he should get fined for the hit, but his reaction after being thrown out of game, trying to take on the Jaguar sideline, I don't think that was very smart. Because of that, it almost sparked another brawl. And because of that, I think he should be fined. But for the hit itself, I'm not quite so sure about that. So that's just my opinion on the subject. But anyway, I just wanted to chime in for a few minutes. Got to go to work here. And wherever you are in the world, you guys have a great day. And I'll get back with you on some more comment later. Also, like and subscribe if you like this content. Until the next time, it's been Coach Hall with Sports for Real. I got to go to work. I'm out.